Okay. Yes, I've just realised that my mic was down. How long have we been going for now? And you're probably all screaming in the chat further down, and I haven't got to that part of the chat yet. Anyway, I'll continue calling out everyone coming into the chat. You can see who I've called out so far because I've brought you up on the screen. You can see it visually. Live streaming, it's always fun. I'm gonna hit the derp comments in a minute. Here we go. Muzamal is in the chat. I haven't seen Muzamal for a while. He used to come in some of the nighttime chats. Car Galaxy Studios. Welcome, welcome. DIY Solar Homestead is in the house. Simply Beth. Yeah, this is where all the no audio start. Simply Beth, Fantastic Joe. Everyone's telling me that my mic's not on, but it is on now. Okay, I'm skipping all the "you've got no sound" comments here. This is all fun. It's a simple thing of just sliding the slider up from nothing up to till you got something, and I failed to do that. What a way to start. Yes, I found it. Thank you. Maybe we should just go back and start again. No, we'll continue on. Continue on. As I said before, when I had no audio, it came up. It said pre-Nimmin live. It's not what this is. I forgot to change the title. As you can tell by the thumbnail, as you can tell by the title of the video, it's a subscriber Q&A hangout. We're gonna try a few things today as well. You might have noticed, maybe in the first paragraph or so of the description, and maybe even the title or the thumbnail, that we're going to talk about the some of the changes to the YouTube Partner Program that came out in the last week or two. For people who may not have caught my video from just under a week ago, people were getting removed from the YouTube Partner Program. We're going to talk about that. Let's continue greeting people coming in right now. Shelby is here as well. Thundercams is in the house. Beanie, it was not you muted, it was my mic. I did not have my mic on. Dan, well, yeah, I was up a little later than I planned because I wanted to make sure I got up and got prepared for today's stream. But I did stay up a little longer because I was trying to get some things working with OBS that wasn't happening for me at all. So I've gone back to Old Faithful, Ecamm Live. I can pull up the comments. I can share everybody's information as a chat. Let's say g'day to Millie's TV Time 2. Welcome. Car Galaxy Studios says it's great to see Doug at this time frame. Absolutely, I like coming. It's good to come back at you guys in the States in your evening. Sunday, we can call it Sunday Night Doug or something. We need it. We need a more appropriate name, more than the generic subscriber hangout. Even though that's good, but if you can come up with a name, pop it in the chat. We might go with that for future live streams. If it's like. Because this is the time when I can probably do a regular stream, the Sunday night. This is my Monday morning. I usually have Mondays off most weeks from my job, so most weeks I should be able to hopefully stream around this time, around the 8-9 p.m. Eastern time slot. So let's keep going. I'm getting caught up on the chat. That's my goal. Let's go and see what we've got coming in here. We said hello. RPM Nexus is still in the house. Coming in at the start there. Flash in Your Pan is here. I saw Flash in the Pan was on Professor Nez's stream earlier. I popped in right when he was finishing, unfortunately. But you know, that's the time zone difference. I usually catch Professor Nez if I'm working on a Monday because I get up and I'm getting ready for work when he's on. But because it's my day off, I didn't get up as early. Daniel Battelle says Doug After Dark. That's one option, and it has some connotations. Probably not connotations I'm going with for this channel, but let's see. Millie says she likes the name of the live stream already. Well, it's pretty generic. It's Subscriber Hangout. You know, everybody does Subscriber Hangouts. Beanie Draw says I'm a time traveller. Well, that's true, because I'm here in the future. It is Monday morning. It's 10:14 a.m. here in Brisbane, Australia, where Beanie is. He's in the future as well. He's at 11:14 a.m. When it's only Sunday night in many parts of the world, and maybe ticking over to Monday around Eastern Europe and such, Africa. Let's see. I need to catch up on this chat really quick so we can get into it. Now for Darga, afternoon. Well, nearly it's a couple of hours and we'll be in the afternoon. Maybe by the time we finish the stream, it'll be afternoon, so either very possible indeed. Yep, Beanie's ahead of me. He's an hour ahead now. And hello, Donna. I know Donna was around before, but Donna has maybe popped away and popped back again. And good morning, Donna. Good morning, Flash in the Pan, Midnight Madness. Who else did I say before? Car Galaxy Studios, Millie's TV Time, Muzzer Miles in the house, Dan Norton's in the house, Daniel Batal. I'm just scrolling really back to the start. The ones I called out when my mic was muted: Thundercams, Simply Beth, Shelby. Who have I missed? Miss Charmaine, I did not see that one before, but you're here as well. Welcome, welcome. Going back in the chat a little bit, DIY Solar Homestead, I called out before as well. While the Video Hunter, Video Zeus, Angel Gower, who else have we missed? And I think I've covered everybody that has publicly chatted. Super Dave USA has just joined the stream. Welcome, Super Dave USA. And we are currently caught up. And I can't even spell. Top marks for spelling, and I can't blame autocorrect on that one. All right. So how's everyone's weekend been? It's Sunday evening. Most people are winding down from their week. Or if you're in my part of the world, you're starting your new week. You're starting your work week. Interesting. So keep those suggested live stream names coming for this stream, because when I get over to this screen here, I want to have something. I need to have something other than pre-Nimmin live. Let's do it right now. So what options we got? I can change this on the fly. At the moment, I saw Simply Beth said what the future holds, which is interesting. There was what was Daniel Batal's one? That was I've lost it now. I'm going back through the chat looking for that one. It was Doug After Dark, I think it was. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions, I'm thinking Sunday. Yeah, Sunday Night Doug. That's pretty plain, but something like that. I don't mind working the word Sunday into it. I'm just going to put something random here. Let's do this right now. We're going to do this live. Sunday night random. Until I get a better name. There we go. Boom. So Sunday night, maybe something after that. Something to replace the random. That's what we want. Well, this is a subscriber Hangout Q&A. So if you've got questions for me, you can have questions about my channel. You can have questions about tech for content creation, questions about Nimminati, questions about whatever it might be. You can pop them in the chat. We're going to talk about the YouTube Partner Program shortly. And if people want to join in on that that particular chat and have an opinion, you want to actually come on here and speak with your voice, you can actually dial in on Skype. So if you're interested in that, I'm open to telling you how to connect. There's some things coming in here. Millie says, Doug After Dark isn't a bad one. Yeah. Cargalici says, Dose of Doug. I don't think my name necessarily has to be in it, but even if it's like, oh, it can be Doug, the name of the channel maybe. But hey, you know what channel it is. What else we got? Oh, we also had Daily Doug, except, I mean, that sort of implies I'm going to stream daily. That's a commitment I probably don't want to make at this stage. Back down to the chat. Dig Doug now. Car Galaxy Studios is romping out the suggestions right now. Yeah, I haven't tried it with a live person, but I have tried it with a secondary Skype account, so I can bring people in on the live stream via Skype. So it's dangerous territory, I know. We can have a chat, we can talk about stuff. If anybody's seen Friday Night Viper, we can possibly do that sort of vibe. I don't know if I can bring multiple people in at once. I'm sure it might be possible with Skype. I have no idea. If anybody knows, let me know. We got some Beanie saying Doug does live. Yeah, it's sort of like an obvious, hey, I'm live and I'm doing live. We'll see about that one. Interesting. Flash in the Pan says, what is Skype? Skype has been probably one of the sort of voice call chat sort of software that's been out there. It's owned by Microsoft now, but it's been out there for years. Probably one of the oldest ones. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can show you. Actually, I can show you quite easily. No. If I can spell Skype. I spelt it wrong, but Google corrected me anyway. Thank you, Google. It's very Microsofty. Let's go to that screen right now. Okay, this is the Skype website. But basically it's now made by Microsoft. And basically you can do video calls, audio calls, like a chat window, all that sort of thing. I have a sip of my tea. The only thing about drinking tea and talking on a live stream is, for me, for some reason, maybe it's the milk, it dries out my throat a bit. So basically that's Skype. Skype is available. It's cross-platform. It's on mobile devices, put out by Microsoft. It's free. Sign up for an account, and that's how it goes. So yeah, we'll get back to me. There we go. Hey, Pam's in the house. Must be late where Pam is. In Pam's part of the world, it must be like after midnight, I reckon. Flash and Pan says, what's with Skype? What with Skype? Instead of what is Skype? Anyway, for anyone who didn't know what Skype was, there you go. Forgive me. My eyes are failing me today. Pam says, I didn't know people still use Skype. Once my mum gets on something, I assume it's dead. I'll tell you the secret sauce on some live streams, like even on Nick and Dee use it on Nimmin Live. They use Skype to bring in like Sean Cannell and Daryl Eves and that. Cars still cracking out the titles. Dugganati Live. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think we're scraping closer to the bottom of the barrel now. If we're coming up with that one. There'll be gold out there somewhere. Someone will hit gold, maybe Flash in the Pan. Someone will hit gold, and we'll get that one, and I'll say, yep, that's the title for the live stream. We'll go with that one from now on. Anyway, I'm getting distracted by this whole Skype thing. But yeah, Skype calls. Shortly we'll open that up. I'll tell people how they can get in. But basically, the short answer is, let me pop it in. If you search this on Skype, you should find it. It should come up, and then I just need to approve you or add you to my contacts. It'll probably ping me. So there it goes. So if you search that, DHYT Live, hey, that could be the name of the show, DHYT Live. If you search that on Skype as a Skype contact, that should come up, and I should be able to add you as a contact, and then it goes from there, and I just approve and decline. If people try and ring me during the stream, I can just say, not right now, go away. I just turn Skype off. That's the easy way. But that's the short answer way of getting linked up on Skype and possibly come in. And if you're going to come in, make sure that hopefully you've got a webcam, so we don't just get the Skype symbol up. But if it's audio only, so be it. But if you are coming in on a webcam, make sure you're decent and we can see you, like a bit of light. Not sitting with two eyes in the dark. They're coming in thick and fast now. Let's have a look. We've got Dig and Doug. Some people might say that they're digging the live stream for sure. And Millie's going with Doug Hewson Live TV. Welcome, ERS Gaming Boy Adrian. Hi, you helped me with donates vid. Well, I'm glad that video helped you guys out. Midnight Madness has got a few more coming in here. Dig and Doug. I'm starting to sound like I'm in the same genre as Flash in the Pan. I'm starting to do some digging and doing some prospecting there. Oh, Flash Pan's coming with Dirty Deeds, Doug. We've got some alliteration going on there. Oh, I don't know. I might have to go back through the chat later if I can. Yeah, live stream replay. I can go back through the chat, and anything that's resonates after the stream, I might write that down, maybe put it in a poll and do a vote. There we go. If only I had the community tab, I could get my subscribers to vote on that. But there's ways and means. YouTube Down Under from JC Smith, and welcome to the stream too. Oh no, Pam says we have to be decent. Yes. I'm trying to keep it a sort of PG. That's the vibe of my channel. I try and keep it PG. Certainly don't want any of that. I certainly don't want to bring in swearing, because you know what swearing does to videos these days. If you're at Vid Summit or watched Daryl's presentation on virtual, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just clicking on random comments now. Cars saying rain check on Skype. Yeah, no, that's all totally optional on calling in. You got to feel confident to come on and have a bit of a chat and hang out. Simply Best Subscriber Sunday. That's good. That's good. I like Subscriber Sunday. Nick Nimmin is in the house. Nick Nimmin is alive and awake. Although Nick's only a few hours behind me here. I think that's 2 or 3 hour difference. So it's early morning. Must be what, 7:30, 8:30 a.m. I'm guessing. You do it is in the house. Everyone's coming in, and we're still greeting people. People coming in. We're kicking around ideas and for names for a stream at this time slot, Sunday night something or something like that. So if you've got any suggestions, just pop it in chat right now. You do. It says he's here because of Nick's tweet. Thank you, Nick, for tweeting it out. Appreciate the share immensely. Now I've got to pull it out. Now we've got to perform. But don't forget, if you want to come in on Skype very soon, As I put in the chat earlier, if you can search Skype for DHYT Live, I'll put that in the chat again. You can crack on and come in on Skype. Yeah, Nick has confirmed at 7:30 a.m. Yeah, I knew it was about 3 hours. 3 hours, because it's 10:30 here now, and it's a lovely day here in Brisbane. We had a big storm come through last night, yesterday afternoon, and then it was quite chilly afterwards. The temperature just really dropped from hot and humid to quite chilly. Everyone's saying hello. Car's demanding Nick on Skype. Here we go. Here we go. Comment of the day so far. Nick Nimmin, we were wondering if you could start doing a pre-Doug show for this time slot. Oh, dear. I don't know what to say about that one. I'm still trying to crack through these comments. Midnight Madness is in his sweats. So, yeah. I'm getting ready for bed. Well, you know, that's what happens. Especially if you're on the East Coast, you're closer to bedtime. Then some of the people who might be on Pacific side are probably still having dinner. And there's a lot of things going on in the chat. I've caught up. Finally. So yeah, if you've got questions, pop them in the chat right now, because this is the time to pop in questions. I'm going to open up while people are popping in questions that they might have for me, or just about anything, anywhere, anytime, whether it's tech for content creation, Nimminati, questions, questions about me, questions about anything to do with the channel. Pop them in, and we'll kick in and see if we can answer them. You can ask a technical question if you want. If I know the answer, I will answer. If I don't, I'll say I don't know the answer. It's as simple as that. And I'm trying to look for my thing here. Oh, that's the one I want. There we go. Hopefully I've bookmarked it and we can go. There it is. Beautiful. Okay, back to the chat. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Later, Pam. Pam's out of here because it's after 1 a.m. down there. Pam, I've lost your message. It's just scrolling around here. Oh, there it is. There's Pam's message. I saw it. I went to click on it and it just moved on me. Good night, Pam. Have a good sleep. We'll catch you next time. Crypto Cruising's still up, and Adam, he's in a similar time slot to Pam. Pam's heading to bed. Crypto's still up and kicking because crypto is a night owl for sure. And here we go. Nick says, "Relay is about a 22-hour trip. That's a long haul. When you don't have a direct flight, it's a killer." I know we get direct flights from Brisbane here to LA, but yeah, that sort of routing multiple flights to get to somewhere like that, it just the layovers what multiply the trip for sure. I think my longest trip would have been having to go via Sydney and wait in Sydney, and then flying to LA and then on to Dallas, I think. That's probably the longest trip I've done. Clicking on thing. Okay, Car Galaxy Shooter says, got to start talking to Doug about Mod Summit. There's a lot of push for Mod Summit. I know Dan and Gord were talking about it on their stream the other day, so that's interesting. Mod Summit. I really don't know what that's going to entail. It's going to be an interesting one. And the tea is getting cool now. That's for sure. I'm going to make a mental note. Remind me in the future, don't drink tea on a live stream because it just dries my throat out too much. I want to finish it because it's my morning tea, but I just can't talk and tea at the same time. And trying to get caught up on the chat again. I keep losing the bottom of the chat. Everyone's saying hi to each other. It's great to see everyone just conversing in the chat. Great question. Flash in the pan question. Nearly question of the day, I think. Where's my Nimminati shirt? I'm still wearing my Pepsi shirt. Yeah, I don't have any merch anywhere yet. I've been circling some merch in regards to picking up some Nimminati stuff, maybe picking up some other creators that I see around there. A lot of people have got shirts out now. I know my boy Travis McPee from Team Unfiltered's got some What Up Player shirts, which are pretty dope, as they say. So I got that. Even got my own merch. Look at that. Experimental. The experimental merch. Carglass is now asking if I'm sponsored by Pepsi. You'd think so. The amount of Pepsi I drink, I drink at least one Pepsi a day. Hence the Pepsi shirt. I have multiple Pepsi shirts, but hashtag not sponsored, as Roberto would say. Where are we? I saw there's an interesting. Here we go. Doug Hewson YT. I've deciphered your channel name. That's interesting. He's on to me now. He's on to me for sure. Flash and pan. I wore my live stream. Was that your shirt or was that the Nimminati shirt? Beanie said he's still working on merch. Beanie's going to come up with some awesome merch because some of his dinosaurs are colourful and awesome, may I say. Almost as cool as getting sponsored by M&M's. Bring those sponsorships in. Pepsi, if you're watching, I'll happily wear your shirts in my streams. Videana says I should put my shirt on. I could. I will have to walk off camera for that. I don't want anyone showing off my... I might get demonetized. I don't have to worry about being demonetized, but yeah. Crypto says, let's all press Dan about the TubeBuddy update. I'm not sure what that's all about. Is that Dan Norton? Or is that Dan Courier from Creative Fundamentals? Which Dan is that? I'm losing track of the Dans. There's Dans everywhere. Launchpad says he's a Diet Coke man himself. Yeah, well, whatever works for you. You know, some people are Mountain Dew, some people are Dr. Pepper, some people like their 7-Up, whatever you're into. Nimminati. Flashpan means he wore his Nimminati shirt in stream. Excellent. I'll proudly wear my Nimminati shirt in stream once I have one for sure. I'm cracking on. And hello, Krilly HD. Welcome to the stream. And you say you're new here, so welcome for being a first time on the stream, which is highly possible because I've only been streaming super early, 8 a.m. Eastern, whatever it was, pre-Nimmin live stream. That's all the streaming I've been doing the last few months, but we're back. We're doing a nighttime stream, Sunday night with Doug. There's a possible title, Sunday night with Doug, pretty plain. We'll have to work with that one. Nick says he screenshotted that live stream with you wearing the shirt, flash in the pan. That's pretty awesome. You're on the screenshot of fame, the Hall of Fame, the Nimminati photo album, you could say. Oh dear. Just give away all D stuff. Nick, where all my hats? Oh no. If Nick gave away all D's hats, I don't think we'd be seeing Nick much longer. Just keeping up with the chat is a handful for this stream. DIY Solar Homestead is out of here, so thanks for coming by. We'll catch you next time. And I'm scrolling really. Doug's Monday, your Sunday. That's catchy. I like it. It's catchy. Kathy Fett is in the house. You finally caught me live because I'm at a time zone appropriate time slot for East Coast and through most of the US. Just an alternate time to go live instead of the usual 12 hours difference early in the morning. On Saturday mornings, the pre-Nimmin live stream. Everyone is here, and have I missed any questions? I'm not going to scroll back too far. I'm just making sure. No, it's just everyone saying hi and hello and just hanging out in the chat. I think I saw Harley's in the house. Welcome. Not used to Doug streaming on Sunday Mondays. Yeah, I'm trying to find a slot. I used to do my Saturday mornings, which is Friday night, but since I started getting into Friday Night Viper, and he would go like this week. He went 8 hours. I'm not competing with that, so I thought I would search out a new time slot that would work for me. And this is my Monday morning, Sunday night is working for me. So I thought we'll give it a crack, and we'll come live here and just hang out with everyone. This is just a big hangout today. Everyone's in here. Who else? There's more people popping in here. I'm trying to not miss anybody. Living My Way is in. Hello, welcome. Welcome indeed. I'm going to jump over my Skype real quick to see if anybody's actually tagged me. It looks like somebody's tagged me. Beanie's tagged me. How do I add you to? No. Oh yeah, I've got to accept your contact first. That always works. All right, I've accepted Beanie's contact. I've got Beanie on Skype. He's not live yet, but he's actually connected. He's actually sent the friend request or the contact request. There we go. I just had to keep it up on my screen so I could see it. I looked down. There was a little logo there saying, "Hey, Beanie's trying to connect." And I'm like, excellent. Curly HD's asked a question. When did I start my channel? I think I started this channel early 2017, probably around April, March. I believe when I was live streaming earlier this year in April or March, somebody actually said, "Hey, it's your channel anniversary," and I had not even known, but it was around April, March. I think it was April, actually. April 2017. So we're about 18 months, 19 months in, depending on the exact date. I'm not sure, but that's, yeah. So that's a great question. That's good, Beanie. Beanie says he's got clothes on, so we're safe. Lovely, lovely. I keep drying out. I'm putting my tea away because it's getting cold and it's drying my throat, so I'm just going to stick with the old H2O right now. Beanie says, have you done live chats on stream before here or anywhere else? No. I like to live dangerously. I like to fly off the seat of my pants and just give everything a go live on YouTube, I guess you could say. Flash Japan has got another title for me, Tea Time with Doug. There we go. Yeah, I don't have any playback going on. So yeah, as long as you don't have any playback or use headphones on the Skype end, on your end, if someone's dialing in, so it doesn't come back through the microphone. I guess that's what you got to look out for that audio feedback. And Video Hunter says you have a good live stream here. No problem, Video Hunter. Thanks for being part of it. You know, throughout the stream, keep those questions coming in. There's not too many questions, but if you have questions, you can keep them coming in. We've been going 38 minutes. We haven't even really discussed or hit the topic of the day. So let's transition over to that briefly. And that's the video that I put out just nearly a week ago, which was not on the screen right now. Where have you gone? I wanted to have that open as well. No problem, Crypto. Looks like I'm getting a delay on my chat, so I'm just going to change the screen so that kicks the audio sync back in. I think that's a Logitech thing. So I'll just kick to that. There's my new website address, DougHewsonYT.com. Got my own URL. It's wonderful to have your own URL for a website. So there's a website. It's mostly blogs and posts of my videos. When I go live, I post them out there. They go on there, so people have another place they can check out the content. So we'll be adding more stuff to the website as we go. There's a few of the links and stuff on their website as well to some of the affiliate stuff, which is not too many. It's just a few of them at the moment. No sponsors as yet, but we've got a few affiliates going on. Also, a link I think I set up probably towards the end of Vid Summit, the tail end of Vid Summit, I set up my kit account. So some of my gear that I use for live streaming and for making videos is on my kit profiles. So they're linked up on the website as well. I don't have a link set up for that to drop in the chat right now. Let's have a look. What do I have linked up on my chat? If you want to get on my email list, you can check this one out. Will this work? I can't remember if this works or not. I think it works if I'm live. Oh, yeah, it works. There we go. The wonders of Stream Deck. Stream Deck is one of the items in my live streaming kit. Absolutely. Let's go back to the main screen there now. There we go. Yeah. Tagging on mobile devices. I know I do some live streams moderation from my iPad if I'm out and about or not near my computer. And yeah, tagging's a hassle. You have to basically type everything manually at type, and hopefully you get the spelling right. Come on, YouTube, get that tagging on mobile live streams. Get that happening. You can even tag in Discord on mobile. So, you know, YouTube, get with the game. All right. Now back to the YouTube Partner Program. Now I did the video just nearly a week ago now. There's a couple of videos back now on my channel. It was titled. I'm just opening that up now. Let's go to screen capture. Here we go. This one here, where my cursor is right now. You should with the shocked look on my face there. YouTube Partner Program requirements. Partner Program channel removed. And I talked about a blog post put out by Jordan from YouTube. He talked about he went on there to clarify why channels were being removed from the program and why channels were being. Let's not play the video, YouTube. There we go. It was playing audio and everything. I had to cut that off. Anyway, in the video, I basically go through that blog post, which is by Jordan, which is this one here. talking about channels being removed from YouTube Partner Program, and the reason that they wanted to highlight was something that was coming out quite common, which is called duplication. Now, duplication is referred to as, if I can I'll just quote it off the paragraph here. It says the spirit of this YouTube Partner Program policy is to make sure that we're only allowing channels into the program where the content adds value and is original and relevant. If you upload content from multiple sources or repurpose existing content, you may still be eligible for the YouTube Partner Program so long as you're contributing to the value of the content in some way. So basically, they're really nailing down on people trying to monetize content that's being basically sourced from somewhere else, like people reposting stuff that's not theirs, not adding any value. It's, you know, you see stuff where people are posting animes and people are posting programs where they're not adding any commentary or value, where they're just saying, "Oh, here's a snippet of last week's episode of The Flash. Here's a scene." And they're not CW or DC, so it's not their content. If your channel typically does that sort of thing, then you're not eligible for monetization, is basically what they're saying. I'm going to go back to the chat because I'm ignoring the chat while I'm talking about this. And I've lost my place in the chat, which is a shame. But I'm going to roll back here. Looks like Krilly had to go, so catch you later, Krilly. Flash in the Pan is saying, I'm having troubles getting a go with slobs. Yeah, I have no experience with Streamlabs OBS because I'm on a Mac, and unfortunately, you know, if you've got a Mac, you can't use that. Actually, let me tell you about even OBS. I tried going back to OBS for this stream. Last night I was trying to get it set up and get it updated and everything. I wanted to add the NDI plugin so I could bring in the Skype calls on OBS rather than on Ecamm. And I just couldn't get the plugin to work. It wasn't detecting. I was installing everything they said to install and doing everything, and nothing was working. So I went back to Ecamm Live because I basically turned Ecamm Live on, turned my Skype on, went to the right scene, and boom, it was working. Like 30 seconds. So yeah, when it comes to OBS or slobs, I'm sort of leaning away. But I think if slobs was available for Mac, I'd probably give that a red hot crack. But because I'm Mac exclusive and I don't have a Windows machine for a streaming deck, so that's it. Oh, I went back past where I posted my link. Here we go. Here's the question: How do you capture the email? How do you capture the email list, and how do you handle those who want to unsubscribe from the email list? My email list that I've got at the moment is through MailChimp. So I'll let MailChimp do all that. So all the unsubscribe stuff is all automated part of MailChimp. So people who subscribe to the email list, when you send them an email or a campaign using MailChimp, all the emails automatically have an unsubscribe link. And when they click that, it automatically sends that to MailChimp. MailChimp automatically unsubscribes them from that particular list. So that's my experience. I'm not big into the email lists. Like, I haven't used it a lot, but I do have it set up. And I do have one lead magnet, which is a PDF on, funnily enough, YouTube Partner Program, people being rejected from the program from a video I did back in June or July, I believe. I did that PDF document that I put together using some resources from some websites that I found that was talking about things that even mentioned duplication, but it was talking about some of those other things as well. But I set that up in a PDF, like an information sheet, probably a couple of pages. I can't remember how many pages it was. And I set that up as a lead magnet to get people on the mailing list. And to be honest, I haven't checked back to see how well that did yet. I've sort of thought I'd leave it go for a while to see what sort of response it got, but I haven't jumped back into MailChimp to check that out, to be honest. But yeah, so in short, if you use those services like MailChimp and GetResponse and the ones that are out there, they tend to automate all the unsubscribed stuff so that people subscribe and unsubscribe automatically, so you don't have to do any of that work. All you have to do is concentrate on your lead magnets, bringing people in through your funnel, and sending out your campaigns, sending out your emails to people on the list. And that's my extent of my knowledge for email lists. All right. Now I'm scrolling through and I'm pulling out active questions now. Doug, I have a question. How to do the tag people have on their videos? Are you talking about the hashtags? If you talk about the hashtags that are under the title of the videos, you do put them in simply by adding them in your description. So somewhere in your description you might have, like, say it was hashtag Nimminati, you'd have hashtag Nimminati in the description. It would automatically pull that out and put that just below the title. It will only display the first 3 hashtags that you put in the description. But I don't use them anymore myself. So that's a whole other thing. But I did do a video when hashtags first came out. I did do a video covering that, telling you all the information. Went through the information on YouTube that they had posted on hashtags. I walked through that because that's what I like to do with the informational stuff, is walk through what YouTube say about stuff. And so I talked about what they said about hashtags, how to use them, what the limitations are, what's the right use of hashtags, what's the wrong use of hashtags. So yeah, there's a video on my channel that covers all that, so you can go check that out. But if that's what you're talking about, that's the answer to my question. That's the answer to the question. Here we go. It's all happening. I'm pretty getting caught up. Because if I don't scroll through, I might miss a question. Midnight Madness says Streamlabs was a pain at first, but starting out, but now you love it. Yeah, I think Streamlabs has some great, because it integrates all the overlays. You'd have to fiddle with cut and pasting URLs and crazy things like that. As much as I used to love using OBS, I'm very happy with my Ecamm Live at the moment. The only thing I can't do is your donation overlays and your subscriber overlays, event tickers and all that stuff. That's the only thing Ecamm Live hasn't got that I want. And today I went on their Facebook page and submitted my request for that. Browser source plugin, please. Nick Nimmin says Slobs is amazing. And Crypto says this is nice because all his YouTube friends are in one place again. I'm glad we could facilitate that. That's excellent. I like that. It's all about community. Where are we? I'm catching up. Hashtag pineapple juice gang. Love it. Hey, Janine Murray is in the house. She says, I feel good. Excellent. It's good to have you, Janine. Welcome back. Glad we're on at a time you could join us. Gee, the day's really warming up. It's starting to get a bit warm in here. Craft Beer Paws is in the house. Welcome. That's a nifty little logo. I like that. Beanie's been playing around with slobs and he couldn't figure out how to record right away. So there's probably a learning curve. I know they're putting out a lot of tutorials on their channel for different things, whether it's slobs itself or just their widgets. So Streamlabs is pretty active in their community. I quite like the content they're putting out. And then there's a few people out there that are doing Streamlabs content, Streamlabs OBS content, like Nick, of course. People who are putting out a lot of helpful streaming stuff out there. Like even if it's not Slobs, but regular OBS, like Epos Vox has got a very thorough OBS course that is free on his YouTube channel. You can go through. It's like 40 or 50 odd videos, sort of going into every little aspect of OBS. So if you're on a Mac and you only got OBS as your only option, then I suggest checking out Epos. He goes into like details that you probably don't even need to know. So if you want to know something, he probably knows it. Okay, here's another question from Donna. On your channel page, there are other people channel on your page. How does YouTube choose the channels to put on your channel page? Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. Let me go back to my channel page here. We'll flick on over, and I will show you. Screen cap, please. And let's just get rid of that off the screen. Okay, I've got to go to home page here first. I'm in my video page. Are you going to load? There we go. I think I'm taxing my Mac with all these open windows. Okay, first of all, I have down here, it's called recommended channels. They're ones I've actually put in. You can see it's Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, Think Media, Own Video, Justin Brown, Creative Fundamentals, DSLR Video Shooter, and Andrew Can is in my things. Now, at the moment, related channels are ones that YouTube picked for you. I don't know who this Lachlan guy is. You can see I'm not subscribed. I don't know who he is. I don't know how he relates to my channel. Why they picked that, I have no idea. But YouTube do some things in the background to try and figure out which channels you relate to. And it's probably based on your content, I would say. So I'm assuming that this Lachlan is some sort of tech slash... Now, and I notice this changes too from time to time. This related channel thing change. I'm interested. You've got me curious now, so I'm going to open up and see who this guy is. I want to see if it is related to my type of content or not. But yeah, you can actually add these recommended ones yourself by going into this customized channel here and then going in to the... I think you have to go into the cog. Let's have a quick look now. I do not mind doing tutorials on live streams. This is a perfect place to do this sort of thing. So a bunch of people learn at once. They see the demonstration and know what's going on. So you click on customization. It takes you to the old layout. It's white and bright. And you can see here it is just down the side here. I'm really beach bowling here. There we go. Just a little bit slow. But you can see here it says recommended channels and there's a list here. There's a little pencil here. You can actually click on that pencil. Which I did I? It's not doing anything. Oh yeah, and then you can go edit module, and then you can add and remove people in that recommended list. And I think you can change the name to something other than recommended channels. You can change it. I think it defaults to something else, or maybe that is the default name. But yeah, you can edit those there. And then the related channels is here. You can just enable or disable that. But let's have a quick look now. See, I'm going to close that. I have no idea why this guy is related to me. He looks like a bit of a Logan Paul type, doesn't he? Hang on, he's got 8 million subscribers. How's this guy related to my channel at all? I have no idea. I've never seen this channel before in my life. If anybody has any explanation on that, I'm be happy. And it's playing. There we go. That was crazy. I'm getting a bit of a delay on my camera there. I think I'm maxing out my computer with all these web windows open at the moment. So I am going to close my Streamlabs window, which I don't really need open. Shut down all the unneeded things. Actually, I could probably shut down iTunes as well. I don't need iTunes open. Never run unnecessary apps while you're live streaming. Anyway, that was a rabbit hole. We answered that question, hopefully. RPM Nexus, here's the $1 million question, Doug. What made you want to do YouTube? That's a great question. I got into YouTube because I was watching YouTube and I was watching Minecraft content. I'm a bit of a. My son got me into Minecraft when he was younger. He was like big into Minecraft. Said, "Dad, come play Minecraft. Come play Minecraft." And eventually, I got into it. I got hooked on it because I'm not a big gamer, so I got hooked on Minecraft. And so I started watching a lot of Minecraft channels and seeing what they were doing. I'm going, I could probably do something like this. And so my first channel was actually a Minecraft channel, which is still out there. You can still go watch videos. But once I started doing this channel, I sort of let go of doing Minecraft stuff about early 2017. And I didn't do it for that long. I didn't really give it a good crack. But, I started. It got me into, making sure I knew how to edit and present stuff, do all that sort of thing. I didn't know a lot about running a YouTube channel. It was just, okay, I just started learning how to make videos. So that got me into learning how to make videos. And then a little way along, I got a action camera. Let me grab it. This one here. Little Toshiba, like a GoPro type thing. I got this and I thought, I'm going to mount this in my car and start doing like dash cam stuff. So I started recording stuff and getting interesting stuff. So I started a dash cam channel where I'd show like dodgy driving and stuff like that. So I have a dash cam channel and I've been keeping that one up. And that one was the first one that really started to take off and get momentum and get subscribers and get a lot of views on videos and things like that. So once that one was going for probably six to 12 months before I started this channel. And by doing all those other two channels, that's what got me into doing this channel. I thought I need to do something where I'm actually, okay, I'm interested in this now. I started watching people like Nick Nimmin and Brian G. Johnson and started understanding stuff. And so that's when I started, I thought, well, I need to do something that I can front, because in those other two channels, I didn't really appear on camera. Like when you're playing Minecraft, your gameplay's on the screen. I didn't really have a good webcam or anything, so I wasn't doing face cam or anything on that with the gaming. So I wanted to do I wanted to do something, and I'm interested in technology, and and I'm not the typical I want to talk about cell phones. I want to talk about nerdy computer stuff. Although I'm into all that stuff generally. I started looking at, when I first started the channel, I was just sort of concentrating on helping people with tech wherever possible. So people had a tech question, or if it was, how do I do this on an iPad, or how do I do this on a Mac? My very first video was a Final Cut Pro tutorial, and I haven't done any since, but I really need to get back to doing some. I think I mentioned that in my stream on Saturday morning. I really need to do some more Final Cut Pro stuff. So I started doing some tutorials and stuff, and relating to iOS, because I'm in the Apple ecosystem mainly, so it was iOS related stuff. I don't have stuff to do with iTunes and different things like that. And then I started looking at different kinds. I started talking about doing stuff, a little bit of stuff about YouTube, and doing that sort of YouTube news flash stuff that came up, where I'll just do a quick video where I talk about something that came up, like the one on the YouTube Partner Program, where I just go through an article and content and just make people aware of it, because a lot of people just aren't aware of some of this stuff that YouTube puts out, unless it's talked about by a lot of people, and if they're not in like Facebook groups, whatever. So I thought I'm going to put some of this stuff out as content as well. So it has like a little bit of a YouTube twist as well. So the channel's sort of continually morphing and adjusting. Still on that tech focus, but I want to focus at the moment. We're looking at tech for content creation. So whether it's and I'm not big DSLR camera channel or anything like that. So I'm not going to be going into camera specs and the latest Canon and Panasonic and Sony cameras and stuff. Although, I've got a Panasonic sitting here on a tripod in front of me, which I'm not using for the stream, but it's here. It's my Panasonic Lumix FS1000, which I got a couple of months back, which is my first proper mirrorless camera. Before that, I was just using my iPhone, and I was also using, this is iPhone 8 Plus, but before that I was using iPhone 6S for my channel. Also using my video, just like a camcorder type thing. You can probably just see it. If I get rid of this, you can see it in the corner there. It's just sitting on the shelf right there. Actually, I didn't use that one that much. I had a Sony one, which I don't have here right now. It was 1080p, but a little bit grainy, especially when you start taking away some of the light. It would get grainy real quick. So yeah, I'm going off on a tangent on that question, aren't I? But yeah, I feel the channel is still morphing and changing, but that's the direction we're going at the moment. And what happens in the future, I'm not sure. I still haven't 100% settled, but I know that's a general direction is tech for content creation. So I've covered things like some software to use. I've done a couple of videos on Anchor, which is great for people who are just starting like podcasts. I just want to do it real simple. And they help you get everything out to all the Google Plays and the iTunes store and everything really easily, Spotify. So that's something I want to get into, is also getting podcast happening in the future. And I want to have interviews on that. Maybe not every week, but I want to be able to bounce stuff off people. I don't want to sit here and waffle myself all day, which is sort of what I'm doing now on this live stream. But if I can incorporate that podcasting maybe with some live streaming as well, sort of podcast, live stream, interview, something along those lines. I'm going to keep going back to the questions now because I'm just going off on a tangent and I'm losing the chat, my position in the chat. And G'day to Whiskey Throttle has come in, asking Bean Draws what is a Slobs, Streamlabs OBS, of course. But welcome to the stream. Scrolling back through the chat now, and if I see a question, here we go. In my analytics page, my demographics hasn't worked in a long time. I can see male, female, and age group. Any idea how I can get that fixed? Gee, I don't even know if mine's working because I haven't looked at demographics for such a long time. Let's have a look. Now, I wonder if is that the old Creator Studio or the new Creator Studio? Because I really don't know. But let's have a quick look regardless. Let's see if mine's not working either. It might be just a YouTube wide thing or something. I do recall people mentioning it in some Facebook groups a while ago, but I'm not really sure. So let's jump back over the screen capture. Here we go. It's going to be really slow loading at the moment. Here we go, Creator Studio. Let's have a look if it's working for me. While that's loading up, I'm just going to keep going through the chat here. Yeah, Beanie says the beach ball made me out of sync. No, that's back when he mentioned that. I'm not sure how long ago that was. All right, here we go. Click on analytics. Let's have a look. Super slow at loading. I maybe should have loaded up Chrome. Not sure if that would have helped though. That's interesting. Nexus says, that's funny, Doug. That's how I started on YouTube, because of watching Minecraft channels. It's awesome. Minecraft has changed the world. Absolutely. Gee, that's taking a long time. I'm going to keep going through the chat here while that continues to load. Okay. Now, demographics, here it is. Are you loading? Yes, you're loading. Demographics, male, female. Look at that. Oh, wow. Wow. There you go. It is worthwhile looking at your demographics. Look at that. Percentage of totals. Big skew to male. Which is surprising, because some of the live streams, it's more the ladies chatting. But the viewing is more male. I'm surprised. There we go. Thought it might have been a bit more even. But yeah, my analytics seems to be working there. I wonder, go to YouTube Studio Beta. Let's have a look at that. I don't know how far. Harley suggests the classic analytics has been having more problems with data. I suspect they're doing back-end changes for the beta and breaking classic. That's highly possible. Yeah, mine seemed to be showing some information there on the classic. So, yeah, maybe reach out to Fantastic Joe. Reach out to YouTube on that one, because I really don't know. Anyway, jump back. There we go. Yes. Foulfish. Welcome, Foulfish. I think it's the first time I've caught you in the chat there. He says, yeah, interviews would be fun. Absolutely. Beanie Draws is asking a great question. What other Aussie channels do you watch outside of Justin Brown? There's not too many that I've come across, actually. I don't know too many Aussie channels. I do watch some dashcam channels because of my dashcam channel that are Aussie based, of course, because I want to watch like local ones. There's a guy here in Brisbane called Road Monitor Oz. There's Scott's Car Cameras, and there's Dashcam Australia or something like that. Now, they're all Aussie, and there's a bunch of smaller ones as well that I watch. I don't think there's too many outside of that area. I know I follow, is it Movie Nerds, who they're Australian, but I don't watch a lot of their content unless it's a movie or show. They're talking about a movie or show that I'm into. Otherwise, I probably don't watch their videos that often. Movie Nerds, who I believe are part of the Nimminati. I got subscribed to them through Nick's live streams, I believe. RPM's got to go. We'll catch you later, RPM. Have a good one. Yeah, as soon as I closed my page, the sync was back. Yeah, I think I'm straining my computer CPU, just opening web pages and stuff. So I will minimize the use of web pages for the rest of this particular stream. I think in some of the previous streams, what I've done is I've had my Chrome open and used Chrome. Not sure if that helps, because traditionally Chrome's been a bit of a memory hog. And maybe it's because I'm using Ecamm Live rather than OBS. Maybe it's a little bit more taxing. I really don't know. Oh, some Aussie prospecting channel. There's a electronics Aussie EE blog. Actually, there is one guy who's Jonathan Russell. He does tech videos. He's Aussie. Hasn't been very consistent of late, but he does a lot of he gets a lot of sponsorships from Synology, so he does a lot of Synology NAS videos. But Yes. And Beanie says, I haven't seen them in the Nimminati for a while. Yeah, movie nerds. Yeah, I haven't seen them on any Nick streams of late. They've probably been out there busy doing their thing, going to movie premieres. Simply Best says, Doug, you need to turn your basement into something like the one they had in Utah. The funny thing is, I don't have a basement. In Australia, a lot of the houses don't have basements, depending on where they are and how they're built. There's not a lot of basements. I know basements are big in some parts of the US, and I think they do that on purpose, as for like tornadoes and stuff, don't they? They have like a basement room, so it's a bit safer. But the house I'm in here is a rental, and we're on the top floor, and it's like a high set house, a 2-level house. So just here where this railing is here that you can see, there's stairs going down to the front door. Downstairs is a separate granny flat unit, what we call in Australia a granny flat, or a unit, totally separate, a separate front door and everything. So that would be normally like, if this house was not a split house where it was a separate dwelling underneath, it would actually be, that area would be like a big rumpus area, or could be split up into several rooms, and like a rumpus room and maybe a study or an office or something like that. And that would be pretty good for that sort of thing. And there's a double garage sort of below where I'm sitting right now. So not a basement. So if I had the space, I'd definitely do that. At the moment, I'm here set up. This little space here that I'm in is in one corner of my lounge room. So over in this direction here, I have my television. There's a bit of a sunroom back here, so there's a bit of light coming in because it's daytime. And over this direction is the dining kitchen, basically. And then there's another sunroom behind the kitchen. Is Doug's stream buffering, or is that just my end? Might just be your end, Beanie. Who knows? It's warming up here, that's for sure. I'm getting really warm. Now, do we want to go back to talking about the YouTube partner program, or shall we move on? Let's open it up now. Has anybody else come in on Skype, or are we just going to bring Beanie in? Maybe we should bring Beanie in. I wonder if my computer will handle this, because I can see my lip sync's going a bit out there as soon as I go away. So let's maybe go to this screen. Let's have a look here. All right, Beanie, are you ready? Let's test this. This is testing time. This is experimental live stream stuff, although a lot of people do this already, so it's nothing new. Let's see if this works. Does this work? Can we get this working, Beanie? Oh, that's loud. Here we go. Beanie is in the house. That's interesting. And there's going to be a delay. Let me check my Skype settings.
We've got like a bit of a delay going on now.
And I better turn Beanie up on the live stream here. You're going to hear yourself on here in a second.
Speakers.
Let me go. This is live trial. This is live trial.
There we go. Got it all sorted out now.
There we go.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I've noticed that with Discord and with like Discord and Skype will have a different. Oh man, my hair! I just noticed how bad my hair looks. Discord and Skype seem to have different audio settings to your computer settings, which is weird. And now my lighting's all out of whack too. Seems like once you automatically set up your Skype stuff, it automatically readjusts everything.
It's very possible. Good night, Donna. Good night, Donna. I'm seeing all sorts of lag on my camera end coming through to the stream now, so that's interesting. Cass says no audio on stream. Is the audio going out now? I didn't have Beanie up at first, but I've got him turned up now.
Yeah.
So
bring my microphone closer in case I'm too quiet.
I'm getting a no sound. Getting that could be back in the chat a bit. Yeah, my computer. I might have to get a beefier computer for doing this sort of stuff.
Yeah. But don't you run on like a MacBook Air or something?
This is a Mac. This is a 2012 MacBook Air. So the fact that I can even.
Yeah, there's your problem. They're right there.
Yeah, the fact that I'm even got this working the way it is now, I'm doing really good. Like Macs optimize a lot of stuff, and I'm sure Ecamm is quite well optimized for Mac, but now I've got Skype going, and if I open Discord and stuff now, I'd bog down my computer. Okay, let's see if sound is good for me. Okay, great. I can see. I did put up Harley's. What did he say? In the US, I think basements are more common in areas that get snow. You have to evacuate down to get below. Frost line might as well clear it out and use space.
Well, I think over your end you've got you like in Queensland they're on stilts or something, aren't they?
Some houses are, like the Queenslanders are the older style houses where they lift them up to get the airflow under the house. Yeah. Sort of like a coolie. If you get the wind blowing through it gets it cool, because you don't get really cold winters, so you don't get that. Like in winter, you don't get the chill coming in and up through the floor, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Dan Norton's here.
Nice. Now I get a preview of what's happening before I actually see it on YouTube, because there's that it's actually the lag between what you see live to what you see on the chat, and then when you react to the chat, it's actually been pretty good. It's only been about 5-10 seconds delay there.
Yeah, this stream and the stream on Saturday, I made sure that I clicked low latency, which is like the middle option. If I go any faster, I don't think my CPU could handle it. But YouTube's allowing me to send it as quick as I'll allow it. Maybe that's part of the reason why I'm getting some lag as well.
Yeah. Though it's interesting now to see if I can mod and chat at the same time.
There's probably not too much you have to deal with in this stream.
No, it's pretty safe. Although Crypto Cruising, he's one to keep an eye out on.
Mod influencers. Hey Dan, I just to address Dan. I know in Gord's stream he talked about. I think we were talking about the Evan Carmichael thing. So what I did towards the end of that stream, I went and downloaded. I actually figured out how to get his video off Twitter, and I think I queued it up. So let's see if I can. I had two different videos. I also went back to Daryl's live stream, and I grabbed the portion where Evan Carmichael was trolling me, and where Nick and Dee were talking me up to Daryl and all that sort of stuff. So I had all that. I'm not going to play that there. It was like 15 minutes.
I think that live stream, that replay is still online. The 60-something hour live stream, that's not up anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, because that was like the night before or the 2 nights before. That was like the first night they were out having, I don't know, some sort of South American fair. I think it was.
I'm just getting comments apparently that apparently I'm coming through perfect and you're slightly behind video-wise, apparently. Yeah,
my Logitech seems to be lagging, so I don't know what to do about that. Maybe if I...
Internet gremlins.
Will this work if I switch cameras?
Let's see.
If I... Oh, hang on. That's just you. If I hold...
I don't know, so I get a second camera angle here. So I'm learning about this whole
hello,
the streaming side of things and how it all, because that's one thing I've noticed with Nick, and this would actually be a really good area for you to cover as well, like how to do actual video interviews. That doesn't seem to be like a topic covered all that much in the YouTube help space.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't seem to be lagging on my FaceTime camera, which is this camera.
Yeah.
So I might stay on that for this split shot, and I'll go back to the other one. Sound delaying. You're on spot. Okay. Yeah. I think this one seems to be in sync when I use this camera. I think the Logitech seems to lag when. I think it might be the processing when it's coming into the Mac.
Have you got the Logitech C920? Yeah.
I got the the 930E,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which
because the
is
C920 gets a little bit laggy.
yeah, it's pretty much the same. I think it's the same. It's just upgraded a little bit for business use. Like
Yeah,
it's got a
you
little
definitely got a better frame rate.
yeah, it's got a little bit of a flip out. It's got like a privacy cover and it's got some
Yeah.
little. It's got two little lights on it.
And it
So I
looks
don't.
like yours is it's got a 60 frames per second shutter and mine's got 25 frames per second.
Yeah, it's probably possible too. That you can tweak some of the settings in the if you download the app,
Yeah.
which I do. I tweak sort of the brightness and lock the focus and stuff usually.
Yeah. Do you find that because on my end, the Logitech C920, it's a good camera, but I've noticed that like the focusing is a bit weird. It'll like on my really old videos, when I've got the camera pulled out from my from things, the focus seems okay, but if you get too close and you got the macro zoomed in, even when you have it on manual focus, it'll still go out of focus, which is really weird.
Yeah, I haven't tried any super close stuff. So, but yeah, I do see it. Like even when I held up my shirt earlier, even though I've
Yeah.
got the autofocus, I think I got the autofocus lock. Maybe I didn't lock it, but it sort of seemed to go out of focus for a second and readjust after I pulled it
Yeah.
away. But I might not have locked it before the stream. I normally try and lock it before the stream. But
Although I have noticed that like the settings will automatically change on their own as well. I think it's the camera's trying to be a little bit too smart for their own good.
yeah, so we'll see how that goes. It's always a thing. I might when I get a capture card, I'll probably hook up my
Yeah.
my Panasonic. I just picked up a power supply. Oh, no, I can't reach it. A power supply for my Panasonic, so that I don't have to run it on battery, so I can just keep it running.
And that might
For
help
like
your
a-
lag problems on your stream as well sometimes as
Yeah.
well.
So all I need now is the little capture card, like an Elgato
Yeah.
I know Justin Brown just did a video on that last night. Put that out last night. So on bringing in your DSLRs for your live streams. So let's get back to the chat here. Yeah, go.
Crypto, I was about to do the same thing as you do because I just noticed that Crypto was asking me if we can ask Dan Norton what did he and Gord use on Friday.
Yeah, that's a good question. Dan, yeah, what camera did you have on your end? I know, not sure what Gord had on his end, but that was looking pretty crispy. Yeah, Gord uses OBS. He's probably using. Oh, we've got a friend in chat. I don't have my other thing open, so I can't moderate. I've only got my Ecamm chat open. IDK LOLL. If you can read this, you're a Jake Pauler. Who's Jake Paul?
He's that guy that to be honest, in fairness, that documentary that what's his Shane Dawson, that documentary was actually pretty decent. Like I don't care much for them, but that I've got to give credit where credit's due. That documentary was actually really good.
I haven't checked it out. I've never watched any of Shane Dawson's stuff, so well,
He
maybe
doesn't
one
do
day.
much for me, but yeah.
Yeah. The first I heard of him was around VidCon and TanaCon and all that stuff. Where he was doing a documentary on that. So
he goes in for the drama stuff.
obviously. Okay, Crypto saying no. What program? Skype, Google, Discord. Oh, to bring you into Gord's chat. Did you do Skype, Google, Discord, or Zoom? I guess is the other one. Dan, if you're listening still, here he is.
Yeah, I can see him in the chat there.
Okay. Okay, Dan uses a Logitech C922, which is like the bump up from the C920.
It's weird, they still sell the Logitech C920s over where I live, and ironically, they still cost the same amount as the newer models that are coming out.
They do. That's JB Hi-Fi for you.
Yeah, and Officeworks.
Oh dear. Oh, I've got my daughter texting me. I'm live.
Car
I'm
Galaxy
live.
Studio says Discord works well for video calls. It does work well for chats. I've never really done live streaming. Like I don't I It's weird. What I can see on my Skype end right now looks really good, but when I've been looking at the YouTube preview, I can see a lot of lag on my end. So I don't know if it's just because Skype works well and is optimized for video talking and chatting, but when it gets through, maybe it's just my internet because I've got that lovely 1 megabyte per second upload speed.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, where are we in the chat here? Scrolling up. Oh, I've missed. I'm scrolling the wrong way.
I've got Kathy Fit in the house.
She's back.
Yes. Yes, I'm on the screen on the camera now.
All right, my chat is just not responding to my scroll.
I'm
Okay.
not actually touching. I'm just kind of, because there's not much that we need to do in terms of moderation. I'm just like kind of watching on the corner there.
I'm just trying to get caught up with the questions.
Whoa,
Just
Midnight Madness on 1.5 megabytes per second upload speed. Wow.
How much?
1.5 megab. That's like
That's
five.
like
Yeah, it's faster than mine.
not by much. Yeah, Car Galaxy was talking about you can use Discord for video chat as well. We did a bit of a test. I think I was on my iPad. That was back after one of Creative Fundamental streams one day. We gave it a quick test.
I wonder if you can live stream via Discord.
Gaffy Fit says, I'm like, why does Doug sound like Beanie? Love it.
Double Aussie trouble.
Yeah, my computer's just slowing down so I'm not scrolling through.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see if I've got anything in the chat that I need to pull up.
Yeah, your computer does not last. You should think about like building your own one. I mean, I used to go with Apple, but Apple's just, in my opinion, my previous history with Apple is they overheat, they lag terribly, so I just built my own computer for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm either gonna go I'd have to go like a PC build or
Yeah.
which opens up Streamlabs OBS, so that's an option.
Yeah.
Which means I won't be able to use Ecamm, but that's not a big deal if I can get slobs working well.
Yeah.
And then I go upgrade because I do want to upgrade my Mac. So if I go like an iMac or an iMac Pro, iMac Pro is not going to be cheap.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. So maybe I could try an iMac with like an i7 and a decent graphics card and just see how that works.
And then you get the two webcam options, because I mean it's been years since I've used a Mac, but the iMacs are actually pretty decent.
So we'll see how I go with that. That's down the track though.
Yeah.
That's not something I'm going to be looking at between now and the end of the year anyway.
With all that rolling in the YouTube money.
I'm rolling in this much YouTube money.
Well, to give you an idea, buying a new iMac is about the equivalent of getting a ticket and the plane flight to Vid Summit. That's how expensive an iMac is.
Yep. For a decent one.
Yeah. And you can't upgrade them.
I think Car Galaxy is saying Hackintosh, but he said Hackintosh.
I did try the Hackintosh option years ago, and it was like, I think it's just because when I did try it, I had like a really old computer, and now that I don't know if Macs are Intel or if they're AMD based, but I could probably actually get a Hackintosh working on my computer now.
Yeah, as long as you've got the right parts that's compatible that
Yeah.
Apple likes, then I think Snazzy Labs does a lot of Hackintosh stuff. That's a good channel for that sort of thing. He builds them from time to time and then runs. I think the latest one he did, he's got his mum to build one blindfolded. where he
That's
was just
cool.
standing. No, he was blindfolded, and he was giving her instructions blindfolded, and she was there sort of slotting boards into the motherboard and hooking up
nice.
the fans and hooking in the CPU, and they got it working on with Mojave, the latest version of Mac OS.
All right. Have you got
And
Mojave? Because I can't.
yep,
I think the last one I've used was OS X Lion or Leopard or something like that.
gee, yeah,
Yeah.
that's going back. I think when I got my computer, I think they were up to. It was past all the. It started. I think I was starting to kick into to. It was before Maverick, I think. What was before Maverick?
Yeah.
Anyway, there's so many names for them these days, but their upgradability is quite good. Like I can still upgrade to the latest. Like
I
my
hope
computer.
that the new iMacs and the MacBooks, where if they've got a long term lifespan, because I had a Mac Mini that literally blew up. Like I was working on it, and then I saw a spark coming at the back end of it, and then it just died. And then after a while, I saved up for a MacBook Pro, and that thing, like as soon as I first got it, it was overheating all the time. It would continuously reset, and then the graphics just kind of died. And there was like this thing with I think it was like the 2011 MacBook Pro, where they actually had a recall thing.
Oh,
I tried to get my display fixed through that and the service centers, and that was it was such a pain in the neck that unfortunately I am no longer Team Apple. I am Team PC.
yeah. I've got a Mac Mini as well, which is about the same vintage as my computer, but I bought it more recently.
Yeah,
But it had logic board problems and stuff, but they actually
yeah,
replaced everything for free, which is great.
yeah.
And
Mind you, gotta say the iPad's amazing.
yeah. The iOS stuff is like you can't go wrong with like the phones and the
Yeah,
iPads as long as it's fairly recent, as long as they're up to date, they're not the
as long
modern
as
stuff.
as long as the operating system isn't full of bugs.
Yeah. Not like iOS. iOS 12 is probably a little
Yeah.
better than iOS 11 was when it was launched a year ago.
Oh yeah,
So like that's the screen capture when iOS 11 came out a year ago. I don't know. I did videos on that. That was like it was doing weird stuff and the audio issues with screen capture and a few different things there. But there was apart from that, I don't think I'd had too many problems with iOS. It's probably that was the main thing because that's what I was playing with at the time.
yeah.
But iOS 12 seems to be doing all right so far. I have it on my phone, have it on my iPad.
Yeah, I'm noticing the newest update because I play Pokemon Go and Jurassic World on my iPad, and sometimes I mean I've been planning on recording some of that footage for my other gaming channel, which I've done absolutely nothing with, but I was recording some stuff with it, and then I went back to check out the audio, and nothing recorded. I know with some Android recordings it doesn't let you record the internal audio anymore, but with the iPad. I don't know if it was just if it was with the iPad Pro, but I've been able to record audio no problems until I think it was like the iOS 12.1.1 update or something like that. It went weird.
Mm. I'm going to jump back to the chat here
Yeah.
and see. Crypto has a new MacBook Pro for work and it's unbelievable. I'm assuming that's a good
Nice.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, he's a DJ, so he'd be working that one out well.
What did... when I scroll, it just jumps too far.
I was just checking just before to see how many views this stream was getting at the moment, and if I've killed off the views.
Let's have a look. This is 18. I got 18 concurrent showing on Ecamm Live. It shows me some stats at the top, so that's not too bad. I know a lot of people have come and a lot of people have gone.
Yeah.
I think I saw Lamar jump in just before, so Lamar, welcome.
Well, it's getting late at night in America and the other side of the world. It's only like nearly 1 p.m. for me.
Yeah, it's so that means on the hour it's nearly quarter to 12 for me, which would be what quarter to
1:45.
quarter to 10 Eastern. So it'd be quarter to 10 Eastern time or something like that.
Okay.
Like 10, skinny towards 10 p.m. Eastern in the US.
Yeah.
So for example, Midnight Madness is heading off.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it's pretty late over that end of the world.
So he's over that part of the world. So good night.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
no,
CST?
CST is central. That's like
Okay.
down the middle where like Dallas and all those guys are. So that middle part.
Nice.
Okay. Oh no, Cafe says it's 9:45. Yeah, they're all telling me it's 9:45 p.m.
But there's like with America, there's a big difference. Like there's a huge time difference between California and New York. I was just checking that out the other day when we were like trying to get the Vid Summit times all sorted out. That like I think there's like a good 3 to 4 hour time difference between New York and California.
Yeah, it's something like that. I know it's I think this time of year for you guys to say Perth is like 3 hours, but for us because it's only 2 hours. But that's like it's like a whole nother hour because they have like 4 time zones I think on the mainland anyway.
Yeah,
and then there's Alaska and Hawaii got their own thing kicking on as well. But they got there's East Central and there's Mountain Time where Brian G is. He's up in the mountains, and then there's Pacific. So you see,
all the different time zones.
Harley's on Mountain Time. Well, he's giving me Mountain Time anyway. 7:45. So that means it's probably like an hour earlier on the Pacific coast. So it's like they're having dinner on the Pacific coast, but on the East coast they're going to bed.
And then we got Neil and I don't think we saw Hybrid pop in here, but they're in the UK. So I think the UK is kind of in between Australia and America in terms of time.
Yeah, they're definitely closer to America, but they're in between. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that works out to be about dinner time for them around there. So I think it's like something like 6 p.m. over there.
Yeah. Well, actually now it's like probably 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah. I was just getting some intel in from Neil Crypto Cruising.
Ooh. Yeah. Private conversations going on.
Not really. He's just showing me his CPU usage on his MacBook Pro because you can't really put in pictures on the chat. So
well, that's right.
And I
dropping it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, are you cool to plug the Discord server in here?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. So other than of course the Nick Nimmin Discord, which we're all active in as well, we've got a Discord server called the Creator Family. So if you're cool and you're not in it to beg and you're not in it to like to be annoying, if you just want to hang out with your local creators or unlocal creators, want to share some information, and it's a little bit more adult friendly. So if you need an open mind, a little bit more of an open mind. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I'd say some channels are not safe for work.
Yes.
But some are just chat. It's just chat, and some of them say, you know, you take what you want and then leave the rest. Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. Whereas the Nimminati Discord is definitely PG.
Yeah. Let's see if I can how do I don't even know how to get links from Discord.
The sharing. Yeah, you got to go like share.
There we go. All right. There's the URL. I'll just chuck that in for the cool people who are in here. Just remember, you got to be cool, and you got to be cool with over 18 chat.
Be cool. Be over 18. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're worried about anything, just say pineapple juice.
Exactly. Or blink twice.
Yes. Head for the exit.
Yeah.
All right. If anyone's still in the chat and they got questions for myself or Beanie, now's the time. Otherwise, we might wind it down as we head towards the end of the hour. But yeah, let's get some questions in. There's a link in the chat. I can see it there now.
Cheerio, flash in the pen. Flash in your pen.
There he is. And, oh, it's not even bringing up the links when I click on them now. There we go. Have a good one, flash in the pan, heading out for the day. Or the evening, I should say. I'm beach balling all over the place.
Oh man, seriously, you gotta throw that you gotta turn that Mac Mini or that Mac that I what is it the
MacBook Air.
Yeah, the MacBook Air. You gotta turn that MacBook Air into the trash can.
Yeah, not until I replace it though, because it's my editing machine. It does well on the edits.
Are you going to replace it for the MacBook the Mac trash can, as we affectionately call it?
The Mac trash can.
Yeah, the Mac Pro.
That'd be lovely. If I had the money, I would.
I'll just sell a spleen for that.
I just need to get that 1,000 subscribers, get my watch time up, get monetized, and I can go and spend it.
Trust me. Here's a good bit of insight for everyone who's like really sort of adamant about getting their monetization because they're like, oh, I'm demonetized. I can't make any money now. I have 20,000 subscribers and I make nowhere near enough. Let's just say that. You got to diversify. Look into merch. Look into affiliate marketing. Look into all that stuff.
Absolutely. I've got a couple of affiliates going on.
Okay.
I've got my my Spreadshirt store, which I haven't really promoted it yet because I've only got a couple of designs up there so far. But I did buy one. The quality.
Ah, nice.
I was sort of disappointed with the quality of the print, but apart from that,
so that's Spreadshirt, is it?
That was Spreadshirt. Yeah, they do it in the US and ship it over.
Yeah.
Even though they localize the stores.
Yeah, because at the moment I'm sort of in that stage where I've got all the designs set out, but I've been sort of focusing on working on my Redbubble store. But I want to check out like the Amazon. I want to check out all the different print-on-demand sites just to see what they're like. Because that would be like good for you to, or because I'm trying to figure out a way if I can actually get that to work on my channel. Because my channel's mostly art. I don't know if like print-on-demand review videos would actually fit well with my channel, but I really want to see how, like, say Amazon merch, Spreadshirt, how all those different companies work in terms of like shipping and print quality. Print quality is the most important one, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Some of that stuff coming out of Amazon merch seems to look okay. Like some of Nick's stuff, the Nimminati stuff seems to look quite solid.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of experimenting with the merch stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how good the Streamlabs merch is. I know it's expensive. Their price points are they're higher than like Spreadshirt's sort of. Amazon merch have reasonable prices.
Yeah.
Spreadshirt's a little bit more. Teespring is probably not too bad either. So hopefully, maybe Teespring's a way to go with their YouTube integration once that rolls out to other countries.
Yeah. I got a shirt from Teespring from one of my friends once, and that quality was really good quality. So and also it's not just like the quality of the print; it's actually the quality of the shirt. Because some of the shirts they're really poorly made, and some of the shirts you're like, ooh, this is a really nice shirt to wear.
Okay, Crypto says the Streamlabs quality is really good.
Oh, cool.
So he's got some stuff through there. And then Car says to check out the Printful.
The Printful, never heard of that one.
Yeah, haven't heard of them. We'll note that one down.
Yeah.
And then Crypto also said back here that Spreadshirt in the UK they get theirs done in they must print in Germany, and Slobs gets theirs comes in from Latvia.
Oh.
So they have some Europe based for the Europe customers, obviously.
Yeah.
Whereas us Aussies, they get shipped out from the US, and you got to pay all that postage.
Yeah. Yeah, like the postage itself costs more than the T-shirt.
That's right. And the other affiliates I got going, which don't do too much, is things like TubeBuddy.
Yeah.
But I don't push it on the channel that much. So, but it gets clicks. Like all my links get clicks from videos and stuff. But nobody's picked up. And then the other one was Morning Fame, but they don't pay you.
Yeah.
they give you like a month free for every sign up.
Yeah. Do you go in with
Which
the
is good.
Do you go in with the Amazon affiliates?
Yeah, I've signed up for Amazon over Vid Summit when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
So Amazon, I'm signed up now, and also set up my Kit and link Kit to my Amazon.
Cool.
So
and apparently eBay has a sort of an affiliate site. I haven't looked too much into it, but because Amazon, I had to jump through a few hoops to get that set up. I actually just like looked into eBay and I'm like, oh, this was remarkably easy to sign up for. It was basically like signing up for an email, but other than that, no one really talks about the eBay affiliate marketing sites.
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't really checked that out either.
Yeah, no one's really pushed that. So like, maybe you should look into that. Get the first-hand exclusive.
Yeah. I'll do some research on that when I get a chance.
Yeah.
eBay. I know the traditional eBay. Like I got an eBay account. I used to sell stuff on eBay. I got rid of some old gear on eBay. Like I sold my old Apple TV 3 when the Apple TV 4 came out. I sold the 3 for more than I paid for it because it was in demand. People were wanting to get a hold of them.
Have you thought about doing how to sell stuff on eBay tutorials? Because that's after listening to Gary V's discussion on like the flip life, like you can buy like a 5-cent mug and then sell it for like $5. Learning how to actually use the eBay site and how to like sell stuff on it, that would be really cool to check out. And it'd be better having someone that I like presenting that kind of information.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I think I know somebody who was doing some eBay stuff. They were importing some gear from China and then reselling it on eBay. I don't know what sort of gear it was. It wasn't tech. It was some sort of homeware or something. I don't know what it was. Okay. Or maybe it was some surfing gear or something. I can't remember. But it was something anyway. And I should find out about that because I'd have to get into it and do it and test it and
one of the many things that well, at least you've got like a long-term sort of bunch of things that you can be doing for your channel now.
Yeah. There's always something, isn't there?
Yeah. And if anyone who's watching up to this point is still watching, make sure you subscribe because Doug is nearly at the 800 subscriber mark, so we should try and help get that up to the 800 mark.
Absolutely. Where I think when I logged on this one, it was about 790. So
792, not bad.
So as Pam said on my other stream a couple of nights ago, Saturday, whatever day it was, let's get Doug to 1K before Christmas.
Yes,
I think will happen. I think it'll happen. Yeah. It's doable. So I just need to keep consistently posting and coming on here with some live streams, and
definitely
doing all that sort of thing. What's happening in the chat here? Noel Frias is here. Welcome to the stream. He said something, and I can't grab it because it's jumping all over the place.
Oh man! Whoa! Gosh!
I don't even know what that means. I read that. I don't know.
My gosh!
Someone will need to explain that one to me.
That's cool. That's quite the creative insult right there.
Yeah, I thought it was a veiled insult of some description. So
I gotta give him credit. That was good. That was good.
Thanks, Noel, for stopping by. Carr says he made more money from eBay than Amazon. So there's something. Yeah, Amazon's a bit particular. Like I would like buying stuff from Amazon since they opened up in Australia. I've picked up some good gear for live streaming.
Yeah.
Like battery sort of stuff you can pick up. A new power supply for my Mac when it died, like $30 instead of going to Apple and paying $120. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Amazon's good for some stuff, but they just don't have the rollout for everybody in every country. eBay's I've got a lot of stuff, and they've been in the market a lot longer. Like I used to some other video gear that I used to buy the batteries and the chargers and extra from eBay. It'd be cheap China stuff, but it would do the job.
it gets your phone or your computer going a little bit longer if you need that extra cable that like would normally cost what like $40 from Apple and maybe $2 on eBay.
Yeah. As long as it worked, you were
Yeah,
happy pretty much. It does the job, so that's fine. I've
yeah.
saved myself 80%.
Well, yeah, that's my old MacBook Pro when you could actually change the batteries. For a while there, like I was running on like my battery would basically die at 20%. Then I'm looking at the Apple Store. I'm like, okay, I can spend $120 on a battery, or I can spend $20 on a battery. So, you know,
Exactly. Simply Best says, keep getting Nick to tweet out your streams as one way to get to that 1K.
nice.
To increase those subscribers. Yeah. Well, that's up to Nick. I don't say, hey Nick, I'm doing a live stream. Why don't you? I don't usually ask people to share. I reckon if people want to share me, then they can share me. That off my own merit, off their own
Yeah.
willingness to share it. I expect that's the way most people would do it. You'd share what you want to share, and if you're keen on something, then why not share it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Let it
that's
be
good value.
let it be organic, and not let it be hey, you need to do this for me because I'm a member of the Nimminati, so you need
Yeah.
to share me, Nick, because then that would get a bit demanding
Yeah.
for me anyway. That's not who I am.
Yeah. You seem kind of like me in sort of the passive way of things. If people want to share our stuff, that's awesome, but we just kind of do our thing.
That's right. The way I see it with my content is I'm still learning what I'm doing. I'm not I'm not proclaiming to be like a YouTube expert or anything else.
Yeah.
I'm still learning. Like, I'm still learning how to make videos. Like, I even watched a video that I made a couple of months ago, and I'm like, oh, that's terrible, Doug. I'm looking at what, depending on what camera I was using or how I had the lighting set up,
Yeah.
or something like that. So just learning all that different stuff and just tweaking.
I've still come a long way though.
Well, yeah, now I'm recording my videos in 4K and putting them out
nice.
1080p, but that gives me room to do stuff, and I'm still tweaking. I watched DSLR video shooter thing about doing setting up your lighting, and just to learn lighting concepts, because even though I sort of know a lot of that stuff, sometimes you need someone just to, hey, this, and then it just sometimes it just clicks after you've heard it, 2 or 3 times. It clicks, and then you go, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing now.
And then it makes you look more professional. And then like, really, when it comes to like you can get away with basically like whatever camera and lighting you got, but at the end of the day, especially in terms of YouTube banners and thumbnails, presentation is important. Like, you start with what you got, but after a while, if you want your channel to be really taken seriously, you really have to sort of hone in on those next skills. So you start off with your basic editing, your basic lighting, your basic cameras, but then to take it to the next level, that's when you go, okay, I need to invest in myself. I need to learn all these things, and that's what you're doing now.
That's right. I'm just changing up the sound. See if my other camera's still lagging.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's see if we can bring Beanie back in. Yeah, no, that's still lagging. That Logitech is not handling, or the computer's not handling the Logitech, and the Logitech's not.
Yeah. It could also be my internet as well. I'm a bit laggy as well.
Yeah. You got that normal sort of Skype lag, which you'd understand. So let's do this. Oh, that's me and me. No, turn that off. There we go. We're back.
I'm basically just holding up the Skype, because that's one thing that I've kind of learnt in terms of being interviewed or just coming in on a live stream with somebody else, is you don't watch the you don't watch it on the YouTube screen, otherwise you're going to get really out of sync. You watch it on the Skype or whatever it is that you're being interviewed, or joining the conversation in that way. You can kind of sort of be in sync and not be all distracted by, oh man, I look weird, or what's going on with that lag over there.
Yeah. The stream delay can be real off-putting. So yeah, that's a good tip for sure. Yeah. Smooth Instrumentals is in the house. He said hi in the chat, so I put that up.
I like his icon too. It's a
Yeah,
very cool icon, very rock and roll.
rock and roll.
Which is interesting because the channel name is Smooth Instrumentals, but it's a very rock and roll looking icon. Very cool.
There we go. And crypto, um, yeah. Oh, they're very, very slow in bringing up. I watched a few of my old videos from a few months back, and oh my, so bad. So yeah, we all. I think it happens to all of us. We all look back at a
Yeah.
old video and we go, "Oh dear," especially if you're on camera.
Mm.
Although, and I guess for you, even though oh my voice or
Yeah.
you're doing your voiceovers.
I used to really hate the sound of my voice. I still do to a degree, but I kind of sort of cut it all out now. I'm just like, okay, now I'm just presenting. But one thing I've been doing with my own videos, whenever I show up on screen, and this could be like a tip for anyone else, I've noticed the best way to edit is to edit when your mouth is open. Don't edit before your mouth is open, because that way you still have a slight bit of gap. If you edit when your mouth is open and that's when the sound comes out, it's like a bam 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 kind of editing technique I've just been playing around with recently.
Nice.
Yeah.
I might keep that one in mind. I just edit to cut out the ums and ahs and the
Yeah.
and the awkward pauses.
Yeah.
That's most of my editing, and then I'll adjust the crop of the scene if I need to. If I'm in the middle of a sentence, I won't. But then if I sort of stop one thought and start another thought, and there's a gap there, I'll push in on myself a bit. The old YouTube push in on a close up and then pull back out.
Thank you, Car Galaxy Studios wife. I got a compliment on my nice voice. Thank you very much for that.
There you go. As Simply Beth said, Doug, if you ever have a guest that doesn't show up, you can just interview yourself. Oh dear. If I start talking to myself on the stream, that could get a little bit weird. As long as I don't ask myself questions and then immediately answer myself. But, I could just talk. All my live streams have been just me thus far up until today, so I could just talk. I interact with the chat, and that's a good live stream.
It's good fun, though. It's good fun. Crypto's good question there.
Where are we?
Right at the... I'm just sitting down at the bottom of the chat.
There it is. I think this is the one. What are your YouTube plans for the rest of the year? I'll let you go first.
Okay, well, trying to focus on the consistency, because Lord knows I've had like my month gaps in between videos. My biggest hassle really is the editing side of things. The video that I've just finished recording, still in the process of editing, that's a 4-hour and it's not one of those things where it's multiple takes. It's just like the one long take and it's 4 hours. So I'm just trying to figure out a way to get my content nice and compact and precise, so I can get it out at least something weekly. And also I'm focusing on getting my merch out, but I just want to figure out a way to get my really long editing down so I can actually get videos out at least once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's always a challenge. That's always a bit of editing for me, is like chopping what you've recorded down. That's like always my first pass, is just cutting everything out, cutting out the gaps and taking out the mistakes but the length of your recordings, hours. That's a big challenge.
And the hard part is trying to, like, with the video just finished, I was trying to sort of focus on keeping it more precise and can't really think of the word right now, but basically it was more refined, whereas I'm trying to sort of keep a focus on timing. So like trying to get a video out, like trying to get the actual video itself, trying to keep it concise and quick so you don't get your audience bored, but at the same time having the quality still there. So I'm just trying to make it look good but not be boring.
Exactly. Yeah, for me, answering Crypto's question, rest of my year, consistency is something for me as well, just to make sure I get at least a couple of videos up per week and not sort of get a gap. Like I think over the vids, just before Vid Summit, I might have, there wasn't any live streams on Saturday because Nick and Dee were out of town, so I wasn't doing my pre-stream. And then I think there was a week where I probably didn't get anything up at all. And so I'm trying to get to, I think I'm ideally if I can get 2 videos a week out plus a live stream, that's probably a good, consistent thing for me. So, so after this stream, I need to get back into editing. I've got a couple of things partly in the bag that I just need to edit, and then start working on some more ideas and getting some stuff on tape, like recording some tutorials particularly, because a lot of stuff is like demonstration stuff as well. Yeah. So just
working on the Empire of Doug.
Just getting consistent, and then if I can get consistent, then everything else should fall into place. Because I've started working a routine with tracking stuff, trying to use my Trello app so I can keep a track of where I'm at with ideas, listing ideas down in one column, then moving them over as I film them and edit them and do the keyword research and everything else and titles and thumbnails. I can just move it along the chain and keep a track of where I'm at. But then I can, if I've got at least a list of ideas, if I get stuck, I can even look down the list and go, okay, I can pull that out. But I think the next step for me, the next level thing would be to have a series of videos where they sort of follow each other, a bit like what I did with the moderator ones, where I had 2 in a row that were related to each other. Maybe if I come up with 3 or 4 that sort of came out over 3 or 4 weeks. So whether I do that, like drop that series once a week and then have an extra video for something else, but then they sort of feed into each other. Then they become a playlist. Yeah. So.
And then you'll be rolling in those views and subscribers.
Woohoo!
And then the Empire of Doug shall begin.
That's it. That's it. There was a question. Crypto asked me, will you be going for YouTube verified? I think it means certified.
I reckon you should.
I think down the track I will. I know Hybrid was looking into that and doing the stuff, and I did find the link and I did go into there. But I want to spend a bit more time actually reading the. I haven't done enough of the YouTube Creator Academy to know to be confident enough that I know all the answers, because there'll be some stuff that I'd already know just from being in the community, learning from people like Nick and Brian and Owen and whoever you learn from out there, Daryl, all those guys. So down the track, yes. And I don't know which one I'd go for, but probably, I don't know, which one's worth going for. What are the 4 areas? Is it like content management or community?
I'm not sure.
Community.
I kind of want to get verified just for the lols.
Yeah, you only need one of them, so you can say, "Hey, I'm verified by YouTube."
So you can have that little badge.
Yeah, you don't tell anybody which one you're verified for unless they ask.
Yeah. I wonder if I could be like one. I don't know if any of the other art channels have verifications. I know Draw with Jazz is like the biggest art channel on YouTube now, I think. There's a few other big ones that I've been following, but I don't know if there actually is a verification in design for YouTube. If there is, that'd be a good one to follow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think there is, but there might be. It might be something coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a sub for Summer in the chat.
Yeah, I took care of that one.
Nice. I've got people calling me now on my phone. I might have to wrap this up because I got people texting me and calling me. It's like middle of the day here.
Yeah,
so I guess I should expect it. So yeah.
Popular.
So I'm going to wrap these things up. Cargo Studio says Empire of Doug has already started, but I'm going to wrap it up very quickly. So thank you all for watching. I'm just going to jump to the other screen here. I'll lose Beanie. Still lagging out. Thanks. Beanie should still be coming in on Skype voice. I think the voice is still coming through. So cool. Thank you everyone for watching. I know it's lagging here, but I got to go. I got my day to get on with.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks everyone for just hanging out, because this is a subscriber hangout primarily. We go where it takes us. And today we had a good chat with Beanie and answered questions. So this is Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and I'm looking for my end screen. I'll catch you later. And it didn't go. There it is. It's not happening.
And now I can't tell if it's still live or not.
I'm still like I haven't hit finish yet. I'm just trying to get my end screen up.
Oh no.
I'm getting beach balls and stuff. It
Uh.
says end screen, but I can still see myself. But anyway, I'll
Yeah.
catch you later. I'm just gonna hit stop. It doesn't want to let me stop.
Oh
Here
no.
we go. Here we go. There's the end screen, and thanks for watching. There we go. I think we're clear.
Cool.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.